and he has a lot of practice on this champion. Can certainly set up for a lot of these. Possible dive avenue here as they're stacking up this wave. And they do have a lot of chain CC. Of course, Perfect will be able to just press Dominus and try to weather the storm, but this is... Yeah, this is real dangerous. I see what you did there. The ultimate has been precast, but there it is. I just don't know what he's going to be able to do here. He goes and has a nap, and that is going to be first blood going over to Oner. And meanwhile, underneath the turret here, Ragnarok has been popped, and Pureshik has to flash. Deft, not quite able to grab it quickly enough, but still going to be able to lock. Faker really trying to make that caster minion do a bit more damage.
This is so hard. Carrier leads it with the Q, they layer the CC, but because of the sleep, they can drop aggro, let the sleep come through, and then just move back in. Really hard to counter against. And then bot lane, you can ignore the CC, but between the Alistar and the Sejuani, they're so tanky. Barrel ignites, tanks the tower up for a bit, Pureshik takes a couple of hits, and then here, Deft flashes.
Take down the Ragnarok, like you were talking about, still up and available. Let's see whether this can work in a 3v2, as there is the Ragnarok coming down. Bowling ball avoided, as Beryl is just dead. That's the watch out eat from Oner, as he is going to get pushed back there momentarily. And these engages, finding the angles, allowing Zeus to run amok, or allowing Deft to find that big ulti as Flash has to come out here as the Dominus has been popped. Perfect, going down so incredibly low. Teleports coming in from everyone as Oner kind of creep blocked, and that is going to be somehow beaten.
But they just don't quite kill him quick enough. You see immediately, they see Perfect out of position. They're like, let's go, let's make this happen. Zeus is the one who ults, so obviously Perfect's not going to burn his stun on him. And this stun at the end on Oner, that little extra bit makes all the difference, and then Oner gets slowed, gets creep blocked, and now Faker
is just dead. Okay,
he is going to be a problem, and has continued to be throughout the series, even the game they lost.
Oh, unfortunately, caught backing there a little bit. Did have vision, but it was just not enough. And the pin area as Beryl running back, hoofing it as fast as he can.
Okay, but Deft can get vision with Make It Rain. That's all they have right now. They're just going to have to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to have to try and find an angle. Here's the Magnet Storm looking to try and keep them out of the pit. And Pureshik still gets in, but it's not going to be good enough. Look at this AoE damage, is gigantic. But T1 is still just going to be able to...
Yeah, you can't complain about that. But it's on the knife's edge. And you look at this situation, it's a great ult from Carrier to keep Pureshik out the pit, gets in too late, but he just gets deleted. And the rest of the team, I was thinking like BDD, imagine if he flashed Q.
Somehow, there's a 6,000 gold lead. As T1, they've started up the Dragon. Vision now given over to KT. As teleport to come in. Let's see what can happen here as the Dragon does fly by, but it's just a little bit of damage onto Oner. They get the edge. Pureshik, they do manage to avoid the Chains of Corruption largely, but in goes Oner, he goes golden. Can they find the sleeps they're looking for? The flash out from BDD, but he's still going to get taken down. And this is like what you were talking about, Orcs. Unfortunately, sometimes the little dragon just goes pop, and T1, they are just crushing KT with their wallets now. It's a little bit anticlimactic, but that is the way T1 are going to do it as they look to try and bring us to the next game with match point in hand. That's going to be the clean ace. And T1, I think, just
CC ends up going down, and that Smolder, who felt like such a threat, goes down with a whimper. T1, the incremental advantages, apparently we're enough to win them this game.
They're going to make a little bit more proactive play there on the side of KT. I was praising...
Stranded.